this is a much improved recording by Bob Wills and the Texas Playboys from January 1953. It was recorded during a KXLA radio broadcast from Los Angeles, California. Now, during the 1950s, Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys traveled all over the western half of the United States. One of their frequent places to play was in the Los Angeles, California area. Now, what you are about to hear is the first of 12 radio programs that were broadcast in January 1953 over KXLA in Los Angeles. Lou Stevens is the announcer. On this occasion, the band was playing at the Harmony Park Ballroom in Anaheim, California, which was located at the intersection of Broadway and Manchester. The shows that were broadcast advertised the dances that they played there. This KXLA radio broadcast was originally recorded on a reel-to-reel tape recorder in 1953. Now, reel-to-reel tape recorders were common in music recording studios from the 1940s to the 1990s. In the late 1980s, a copy of the original 1953 reel-to-reel tape was transferred to a modern tape recorder that had a different speed. Then it was copied to a cassette tape and given to me. Now, the difference in recording speed created a distortion, which made the voices and the music sound much faster than normal. To remedy this situation, my webmaster used an iMac computer and advanced audio software to remaster the cassette tape audio. He modified the speed of the original recording to emulate normal conversational speech, and he reset the music to the proper rhythm and tempo. Now, he also converted the mono radio recording to stereo in order to reproduce a live performance experience. Now, no one has ever heard these shows at the correct speed. As to the selections they play on this 11th show of 12, here's what follows. Bob Wills opens the show with a fiddle tune, Brown Skin Gal. He first recorded it on April 15, 1940 as That Brown Skin Gal. Then, 11 years later, he recorded again as Brown Skin Gal on September 11, 1951. He recorded it one last time, 18 years later, for the Cap label on February 21, 1969. If you want to know what was the very last recording that Bob Wills made where he was an active participant, where he hollered and played his fiddle, it was Brown Skin Gal. Up next is Home in San Antone. This was first recorded by Bob Wills on July 14, 1942, and Jack Lloyd does the vocal. Bob Wills' wife, Betty Wills, said when she first met her husband, it was at a dance. She went up to the bandstand and asked Bob to play You Are My Sunshine. The song was popular at the time on the radio, but it wasn't the sort of tune to request at a dance. She laughed about it years later. Nonetheless, Bob Wills later found occasions for the band to play You Are My Sunshine, and this is one of them. Keith Coleman, Billy Bowman, and Louise Rowe do the vocals. Then the band plays Spanish two-step. In 1928, Bob Wills was a barber in Roy, New Mexico, playing his fiddle in a band made up of Mexicans. He had a hard time trying to fit his style of fiddling in with their type of dancing, but he persevered and composed a melody that he could play and they could dance to. He later entitled this piece Spanish Two-Step. In the 1940s, he later added words to it, and Bill Choate does a vocal here. Then the band launches into a big band number that Count Basie made famous, 1 O'Clock Jump, which was first recorded by Basie on July 7, 1937. This is followed by a number that Bob Wills recorded on April 27, 1950, Tater Pie. Then Bob Wills, along with fiddler Keith Coleman, slow down the pace and play La Golondrina. This is a musical composition that was written by Narcisco Serradell in 1883. Bob Wills performed it when he was with the Light Crust Doughboys in the early 1930s. He recorded it as one of the medley of Spanish waltzes on April 15, 1940, but this piece was only heard at dances or on the radio, such as this particular broadcast. Next up is I'm Mad About That Guy. Louise Rowe does the vocal. And Bob Wills closes out the program with a song everybody knows. Billy Golden first recorded it on December 19th, 1896, and he may have recorded it before that. The song had lyrics to it, but Bob Wills does the instrumental version of Turkey and Straw. Do me a favor and click on the red subscribe button below. YouTube will never bother you with any emails. They just want to know if you're watching my videos or not. But if you ring the bell, you will receive a notification when we upload a new video. It's your choice. And with that out of the way, here we go.
Harmony Park Ballroom, Broadway and Manchester in Anaheim presents in person Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys. Come on in, Bob. Look out there, Billy. Let's hear you, my boy. Yeah. How do you do? And hello, gang. How's everybody?
Hey, Bob, how about doing Britain Rag? No quicker said than done. Ready, boys? Let's go. 2, 3, You bet you lie. Now then, well, slow but sure we'll gradually get it. The applause, that is. Come on over here, Jackson. See what you got in mind. Eldon, you got your glasses on today. You ought to be able to really read without any trouble.
We just got through rehearsing the tune, but Keith's fiddle busted down, so I don't hardly know, but I had a request to do a tune for Sophie and Sally. They're going back to San Antonio, Texas today.
On their way back today?
They're going to be up at Bandera Saturday night, they said.
Well?
So anything would be appropriate. They asked for home in San Antone, and since the fiddles broke down, what do you think?
Well, that's all right. We can
Well,
still have we done it lately?
Well, they're right at the first, but we've been on here a week.
Oh,
So we might as well repeat, huh?
Time to repeat, maybe. Home in San Antone! Haven't got a thing to call my own. That's bad. So I'm out of money. I'm a millionaire. How come? I still have my home in San Antone. When I need my neighbor with a house wall, I'm wealthy as a king upon a throne. You can have your mansion or your cottage small. I'll just take my home in San Antone. I've traveled over the country on my merry way, sending clouds and felt I was alone. But when I feel like bragging, I just up and say, I'm a native son of San Antone. Hey, there's a sweet somebody by the Alamo. Someday she's gonna be my very own. Then we'll buy a high chair and a year or so for our little home in San Antone. Okay, that was Brother Jack Lloyd, all right, with an old-timer home in San Antone. Yes, sir. Yes, everything's going to be lovely today. The boy's got his glasses on. Hooray!
Well, I thought it'd be permissible today, being as you have your hat on, I thought it'd be permissible for me to wear my glasses.
That's it. We kind of go hand in hand. Under the hat, I'll have the toupee on, too, just in case the hat flies off.
Well, Bob, we have several requests here I'd like to get to. We have one here from studio guests, some mighty old friends of ours.
said it.
Mr. and Mrs. Roy Crisp, and daughter-in-law and baby Christie, and that's for Bob Christie, who was unable to be here today, but he's listening to the program.
Yeah, let's say some of the best friends we ever had in this world.
That's
You
right.
know, it's funny. That boy is out working now and got his little daughter over here. Might say the real association with Mr. Christie and his wife over there was when he was, of course, a little bigger than the baby, but not much. Isn't that right? Yeah, you heard me say the other day the only horse I had now is old Pumpkin. You know, they bought Pumpkin and Playmate's first colt. Won
right.
first prize in Kansas City. Is that right, Mr. Christie? Hutchinson. Oh, in Hutchinson, Kansas State. Yeah, so now we're getting down to it. Go ahead, my boy. Go ahead.
All right, here's a card from... be careful, those suspenders are really rough. It says, Dear Bob and boys, it says, Bob, I knew you and Johnny Lee when you lived in Lakeview, Texas. That's Oxbow Crossing.
That's
what it
so
says.
They might have knew me, but they didn't know John Lee. He was just a little puppy down there.
Also, they go ahead
Oh,
and
he
mention-
growed up till after I left there. That's right. Yeah.
They go ahead to mention, it says, and have been enjoying your music ever since. It's glad to know you are playing close to home. My wife and I like I Wonder If You Feel the Way I Do, and that's signed J.W. Wiley in Santa Ana, California. We'll try to get that on a future program.
I certainly remember them, too. And howdy do, folks, howdy.
Here's another one, Bob, from some listeners. Says, listening in on your program seems like old times. And they said on your Wednesday program, they would like to go way back and pick up one of the old tunes, bring it on down to my house.
Oh, brother. I wonder if the station was.
And that's signed,
What do you think,
as
Lou?
ever your friend.
No, he said they
That's
wouldn't.
Mr. Coy C. Bell in Santa Ana, California. Thank you very much.
Yes.
One more, Bob. Here it says, Dear Bob and boy, sure glad to hear you on the radio again, and that you are back in California. They've been listening to the band for years and years, and also that's signed Mr. and Mrs. Philip McElwain. That's from Baldwin Park, California. Thank you very much. One more. Bob, just a few lines to tell you that I'm glad that you and your fine band are out here to stay. Also, an old listener, Bob, says it brings back fine memories to hear the band again, and they would like to hear that old tune, one of their favorites, Blue River. But we haven't done that in years,
I
and
bet we
that's,
can get around
that's way back.
Learn it over, reckon we can?
It says good luck out here in California, and I hope your stay is permanent. And that's signed Mr.
Thanks.
Ed James. Okay,
Good
Bob.
luck. You haven't got that record around here, have you, Lou? Blue River? Oh, that's an old one. Well, this time let's try something. An old tune with a kind of a new trio. Put it that way. Keith Coleman, Billy Bowman, Louise Rowe. Where are you? Dandy little old tune here, folks. It's been for years. Very simple and easy to do. I hope we can do it now. You are my sunshine. Mighty fine. Bill Choate, where are you, my boy?
Right here.
Right here and rain to go, believe it or not. How about a little Spanish two-step today?
All right, you
Is
bet.
that all right with you?
Yes, sir.
A lot of
Fine.
requests for it.
Down below the Rio Grande, Senorita held my hand, sweetly sang an old melody. Without a worry or a care, a rose she gave me from her hair. Then she whispered, "See, Senor, see."
Well, all right, Bill.
In a cabaret, we danced the hours away. Her eyes told more than words dare to say. I told her I had to go, left her down in Mexico. Then played Spanish two-step, soft and low.
never could say. I told her I had to go, left her down in Mexico. Then played Spanish two-step, soft and low. Lou! You know, I had a long visit till almost 12 o'clock last night with a man by the name of Glenn Stroud. What does that make you think of when I give that name to you?
Makes me think we ought to do a commercial for Harmony Park.
There you go, and get right in here, Lou.
Well, good folks, thank you, Bob. Neighbors, don't forget tonight now, Wednesday night, Bob Wills and all the Texas Playboys are going to be playing and dancing for your pleasure and singing for you at the big friendly Harmony Park Ballroom, Broadway and Manchester and Anaheim. Now, we're going to expect a big crowd out there, so come on in early and stay late and have a wonderful time. That's tonight, Wednesday night, at Harmony Park Ballroom, Broadway and Manchester and Anaheim, California. All kinds of free parking. And Bob Wills is going to be there with all the Texas Playboys, so come on along.
Oh, you know why we think we are dressed up here today?
We're going to have your picture took.
We don't care how we look. We're going to have a picture took. Sure as the world. Well, here's a little tune, a little bit jumpy-fied. Let's see you do it, boys. 1 o'clock jump. Ready? 1, 2, 3, up. Let's go. Better keep cool, man. Oh, do fiddle, man, do fiddle. You must have had curb bits on that one because we got to stop pretty quick. Yes, sir. Come in here, Sham. Hey, come on in, boy.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Say, I'd like to mention that we received several letters today, Bob, but we're going to be unable to get them until tomorrow. But I'm sure if the people keep listening that we will get them for them.
You suppose it's just because you can't talk fast or we just don't have the time? What?
Well, you and Lou just don't give me a chance. I think that's the main reason. And, of course, I haven't had my glasses on either. I've done a little better today.
You're really getting along there today, boys. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
I have one here that means quite a bit to me, Bob. That says, Dear Mr. Shamblin. That's the way it starts out.
Does it mean a lot to you? I should say it does.
I'm not kidding either.
Oh, look at that. Don't sound own handwriting.
Oh, wait a minute. Says, believe me, I'm sure happy that Bob and all the Playboys are here in California. And incidentally, he is an old-time listener. That's Frank Carlisle from Alhambra, California. And he said he wants us to do us an old tune called Taking It Home. That was an old instrumental that we done, Bob, I believe, back in about 1938. Taking It Home. And it says, I truly think it's a great instrumental, especially the way Bob talked his way on these records some years ago. Signed yours truly, Frank Carlisle. Also, friends, I'd like to mention that tonight, as Lou told you a while ago tonight, Harmony Park, Bob Wells and all the Texas Playboys. That's every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. We would appreciate it if you'd come out and see us. That's every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, Harmony Park, Broadway and Manchester, in Anaheim, California. Okay, Bob, I believe that's about all.
Yowza, here it comes. Look out, Cindy. Get ready. Tater Pie. Well, ever since I've been so high, I've been full for Tater Pie. Makes no difference how I stuff, I never seem to get enough. Pie, pie, Tater Pie, P-I-E-I-D pie. Eat the rifle, pass a piece of pie, for I just love that Tater Pie. Love Tater Pie, P-I-E-I-D pie. pie, sweet pie, for I just love that tater pie. Looking for a gal that's good and don't care much the way she looks. I'll be hers until I die if she can bake a tater pie. Pie, pie, tater pie, P-I-E-I, pie. Eat for rice, for pie, sweet pie, for I just love that tater pie. Love tater pie, P-I-E-I, pie. Got the cherry, boysenberry, nothing good as tater pie. Now, Miss Brown, she's old, where's the now? Nobody's here, but alive. Well, after we have made the match, we're gonna raise a great big potato patch. We'll just let the world go by and live on love and tater pie. Pie, pie, tater pie, P-I-E-I, pie. Eat for right with that sweet pie, where I just love a tater pie. Oh, the taters, say a little later, we'll all have some tater pie. Remember that told you tater, all right? Yes, sir.
If these suspenders are ever going to break, they would have broken on that tune there.
You think you really got them, do you, Keith? Good. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't guarantee those Eldons got. Well, all of you be ready to dodge. You're liable to turn loose any minute. Here comes a pretty little old tune I kind of like to do, and I think Miss Walker wanted to hear this. Asked me something about it Sunday. La Golondrina, kid, get over there, boy. We haven't got these fiddles tied down today. We have to get in pretty close tonight. There's a reason for that, Frank. Keith had to go break here. We'll get it fixed. We'll be back in harness tomorrow, hope. Of course, Frank likes them better this way. We like them better the other way. I know. I can tell when he smiles. When he don't see that chord around, he says, well, we're going to have something that sounds like a fiddle today. La Golondrina! Yes, sir. La Golondrina. Brother, does time fly? What was that little old tune we done here yesterday with Louise? It sounded pretty danceable. Had quite a little... That's her all over. Yeah, just forget about it. You're going to do it without the little old pickup, huh? Okay, here we go. Just forget about it. Louise, huh? One. In the other in the control room there now, kind of busy. You better say a word or two.
Yes, Bob, looks like we have about a minute and a half. And we'd like to remind the folks that tonight, Wednesday night, Bob Wills and all the Texas Playboys at Harmony Park. That's Broadway and Manchester in Anaheim, California. And we'd certainly like to invite all the friends out there, Bob.
We certainly are doing that very thing. About a half a minute here, Lou, of tugging the strong for that end of the theme, boys. Ready? Wait a minute. I said tugging the straw, not kicking the reel.
Well, neighbors, as they go into their theme San Antonio Road, remember, friends, in person tonight at Harmony Park Ballroom, Broadway and Manchester and Anaheim, the wonderful music of Bob Wills and all the Texas Playboys tonight, Wednesday, Harmony Park Ballroom, Broadway and Manchester in Anaheim. Yeah, look out there.
Thanks for watching my video. Click on the button below here and go to my website, www.exploringthepast.net.